Did you know mayonnaise was a mineral? Of course you didn't. That's why I'm the health guru, not you. I'm gonna save 5 people from themselves right now, actually. So if you ever have a question, post it down below. If I know the answer or think it would be fun to discuss, I will show you in my show. Thank you for the Bitcoin donations. I don't know why I'm asking. Not one person ever does it, but it could be fun to do that. You used to ask me. I used to get all these comments like, dude, get a Bitcoin wallet. I'll give you a bit. Okay, where are those guys now? They're not here anymore. I wonder how you would tolerate smoked meat and dried meat. I would die physically and then emotionally. It's a damn shame, I tell you, because smoked meat, could you get a better taste? Like, you smoke it with your flavor of wood that you picked out for like 48 hours, and then it's the most tender thing on earth, and the taste is like, wow. It's just, it would be so high in histamines. I still react to those, unfortunately. I've been eating bacon, pickles, coconut kefir, mayonnaise, things that are probably kind of high. Anything aged is pretty damn high in histamines, canned salmon, stuff like that, fermented anything. I'm so itchy. You would not believe. I just made a video saying I'm the least itchy I've ever been. Every time I say something like that, the symptom reverses and collapses within its own dimension in my body. I have like a chest rash. The forehead rash is still itchy. Cheek rash, pretty itchy. Leg rash, kinda. But now this chest thing, just all these bumps on my chest, I'm like, how much longer can I really do this keto diet and live? Like, it feels like my body is falling apart, even though I feel fantastic and it's fun to eat. In general, I feel pretty good, except the itching and the dying. So I'm not really rushing to try smoked meat because it's the same thing. So I need to eliminate all these fun things I've been trying, and now once I get rid of those, I'm back to kind of boring. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, man. Oh man, I just want watermelon juice. A juice fast with lean meat, of course. Come on. How often do you consume liver? Not super often. It's not like even fun. I just buy a certain amount of it, and then like I thaw it out. It's like a package, and then I'll eat that till it's gone, and then I won't eat it for a while, like another week. So it's like I eat a certain amount. I have no idea how much, like say half a pound of it over a few days, and then no. I take a break. I don't know if it's even healthy. My body feels like it's going very haywire, and I used to think the vitamin A for the skin and it was healing, but I go through these waves that I can't even figure out, and I feel like my channel is 100% me just complaining about skin issues now and rashes and itchiness. It's not really helpful for many people. I understand that. So like one day I will move past this phase, and then it's just all law of attraction hippie stuff and how to be in nature and have butterflies fly on you and talk to them. But yeah, it's one of those foods that you don't know if it's bad for you or not. A liver kind of filters toxins. So like only get grass-fed liver if you have it. Hope that cow is pretty healthy. It's super high in certain vitamins, but like, is it too high in some? Vitamin A, is it too high in iron? B12, maybe too much? Like if a vegan came across some liver and ate it, he's like, whoa, right on for you that one time. But like, should we be consuming it regularly? It's kind of gross. It's not like, oh, that's the best. It's not bad. I'm getting used to it, actually. It's a somewhat tasty, a little bit. Small amounts of joy. Would you have any interest in moving to the States ever in your lifetime? Yes, right now, immediately I would. It's Canada, but warmer. You can choose your climate. The north of the States, you still get snow and it's temperate. It's even, some places are colder than Canada in the North US. And then, oh no, I want a dry desert climate, Las Vegas. Oh, Texas might be nice. No, I like more humid, I'll go Florida. No, I want like super amazing West Coast hippies. Like, you have so many options, whereas like whoever split our line in the beginning, like 2 guys had 2 different groups. And it's like, okay, you Canadians, you can have all this, all that north, it's huge. Trust me, I've seen what's up there. A lot of good stuff up there. It's like, there's nothing. You divided the line the wrong way. We should be divided down the middle. and then it's East Coast is Canada, West Coast is the States, something like that, or vice versa. We're open to the trade, it doesn't matter. But north and south, like most of the land is frozen and unusable that we got as Canadians. So like, I'm varying in my choices. Like, I want to go to the States, but I can't live there legally yet. I don't know all the workarounds. I still have not figured that out. Can I just go there and live and be happy? And your political situation is insane like ours is. Is it a trade up? Trudeau for Biden right now? Like, that's a sideways step at best. So it's like, they're both kind of the same, run by people that are not even being shown to you. They're underground. They have really fast trains under there. They get anywhere they want in about 8 minutes. Not for us. But something I just learned about. Listen to this. Astrocartography. I might have butchered that. It's a map based on your astrological profile. And there's all these lines running through certain planets. And just the gist of it is, my fiance just found out about this. And she has her Pluto line running through Toronto. And that brings certain struggles in your life, and it's just always going to happen. Your career is going to be like going good and then down, and it's always these waves with the career and a lot of emotional events. Like, once she found out what happens to people on their Pluto line, she was like, oh my God, that explains the entire life I've had. Let's leave. So she like grew up in Ottawa, and that's right on the Pluto line, and there's debate on how far away you have to be from that line to get out of that situation of hell. So it's like Toronto's outside the line, but not enough. And so we're looking at like, can we still be in Ontario, but as far away as possible from that so she can be happier? Windsor is about as far as you can get. So that's where we're looking and thinking. She's going to do a consultation with this guy who dedicated his life to doing this. He does consults, and that's all he does, astrocartography, and he'll analyze your chart. You just need to know your birth time, and then like he'll say, oh yeah, okay, don't be living here. These are your sweet spots. And I tell you, like when I moved to Thailand, things got way better for me. I was on a different line out there, and I was just like, my life took off. I was a scrub heading there. I was making just enough to like live in a very cheap country. So I was like, okay, I could probably afford that. And then everything just snowballed. I just felt so good out there. I became the man that you know and love and donate Bitcoin to seldomly. That's me. So like I wrote a book out there. I became who I am now. And it's just like, I don't know, there's something to it. Different places on our world will suit different people. That's all we know for sure. So I don't know what Windsor beholds for us. Probably not much. I've always said BC should be, but that's very far away from her family. So I don't know, look into it. Astrocartography, it's a thing. You should make a video about which community is the most aggressive in the comments, vegans or carnivores, when not on their diet. They're equally aggressive. I've been in both and I've left both and seen their reaction to me leaving. They're both equally as bad. I don't know that one's worse. Like carnivores will be angry at you, but so will vegans, but for different reasons. Like, how dare you kill animals? And then, how dare you eat plant toxins, you moron? We're carnivores, you idiot. I feel like the carnivores are a bit more angry and a bit more judging your physical appearance. You're gonna be a skinny, weak vegan. Enjoy the tooth decay, enjoy the muscle loss, acne bitch. And then the vegans will be like, enjoy the heart disease. They make fun of more serious illnesses. Everybody, can't we all get along? Probably not. Like, the omnivore diet is probably what we should be doing. I feel like I'm going to head into like a mostly plants with some meat type of thing, at least some fish. And that would be the most sustainable for most people, but like, it turns into a cult because of the internet, and we gather in groups of just sub-cults, and then we're in our group. I've been to many of these like little meetups. You go to a vegan meetup and they're all bashing meat eaters. Like that seems to be what happens. Like, can you believe these guys? They never poo. It's like, yeah, it's true. It's actually kind of true on that one. And I don't know that I've been with I've been with carnivore people, and we start bashing veganism. Like, can you believe they think that's healthy? Oh my God. So it's like, there's a divide. That's all we know for sure. There's a divide amongst the groups, and we should be getting together and just, who cares? Let's try to be healthy. Let's just try to get healthy first with a balanced type of meat and plants thing, and then we work out our little subcults, and then you go live in the mountains there. You can have the north. Trust me, it's not that cold. And then we'll get along, but they're both nasty, I tell you that much. I was vegan for a long time, and then I left it to go carnivore, and then like so much hate, death threats, just murder glances at me. And then I went carnivore for a long time, and I had dairy and had a colitis flare, and I panicked, and I was like, I gotta go back vegan, and I did. And then all the carnivores like, oh, you moron. So like, can't we all just get along? It's food, you eat it. Who cares? We're out here, say we're all put out here and we have to survive. It's like, are you gonna be bashing someone who found a mango tree? It's like, oh, you stupid fruitarian, can I have one? And you're like trying to find a squirrel or something, and then you find the squirrel and you're barbecuing squirrel meat, and then the vegans are like salivating like, oh my God, is there B12 in there? So it's like, we can share our squirrel meat and fruit plates, can't we? All right, last question here. I like it when you explain to the viewers that you actually know what you're doing. I never know what I'm doing. I think that's the only thing we all know. One question in my mind is, when you up the fat, is it to make up for the calories or to improve digestion? It is both. We only need a certain amount of protein. If you eat beyond that, some people can handle it better, but there's a lot of waste products. Your kidneys are peeing them out. Okay, so like aim for the proper amount. It seems to be like 0.8 grams per pound is pretty much max. You don't need more than that. You'll be building muscle and hormones and everything fine. Get that much, and then what else are you gonna eat? So if you're on keto, that's all fat. And so I've been trying to add the fat to have enough calories to live. And so like limiting the protein and upping the fat, it's supposed to help with digestion. How many times have you heard it online? I'm constipated on keto. Up the fat. Up the fat. Do you have any idea how much fat I eat? 250 grams. I still feel constipated. It still happens. I could go do an enema right now. A bunch of stuff would come out and be like, damn, why wasn't that moving on its own? Sometimes it moves, sometimes it doesn't. I take magnesium. I'm looking at herbs. Yellow dock is apparently a really gentle one. I've been trying that. Nothing's happening so far. I'll tell you that much. Upping the salt. I don't know, man. So like, I'm adding the fat to help, but I only seem to be getting worse, if I'm being honest with you. Just something's got to give soon, because the itchiness is driving me crazy. The constipation. My skin is so good if it wasn't for the rash. It's like it's as good as it's ever been, but there's a rash that's worse than any acne ever was. So it's like, what is this? Wish I knew. Wish I knew. So I just keep on going and listen for the intuitions that say, okay, that's enough. You're done with this diet. It's not helping you. I'm just trying to make little tweaks. I don't know, man. My breakfast, I had a pickle, ground beef, beef tallow, all grass-fed. Is there someone coming? There is. Mayonnaise? No. Olives. It was good. It was good times, and I feel good. It's just the rash. Do they eat olives? They look healthier than me. Are they in the shot yet? Mm-hmm. They looked so much healthier than me. And I guarantee you one thing. With them, they probably brought some water, granola bars, a can of beans. I don't know what they brought, but they brought whatever the hell they wanted, and they eat whatever they want, and they seem to be fine, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong. That's all I know for sure. I'm doing something wrong, or my body just cannot handle anything, and I'm meant to be breatharian. I might do that. I might do it, but was that your question? I'm upping the fat to help, and it's making me worse. So that sucks. Those opposite effects. You can still thumb up the video. You could thumb it down, but you're actually doing that because you deep fry mink meat in seagull oil. That's kind of frowned upon in a lot of cultures. I do believe seagulls are one of the meats you're not really meant to eat. And are seagull fats worse than vegetable oils? They're basically a vegetable oil with all the French fries that they eat and the ice cream. Mink, they lick their fur. That can't be good. So don't do it. I'm gonna leave. How you doing? You subscribing for more videos? See you next.